Karen ordered loggers to clear my hillside forest, claiming HOA approval trumped environmental law entirely. Ancient trees fell quickly, roots exposed, soil naked under sun and wind soon. Neighbors warned about erosion, runoff, and slope stability after heavy seasonal rains. Karen mocked concerns, boasting engineers signed off somewhere nobody could verify. County inspectors arrived, documenting illegal clear-cutting and destroyed drainage channels carefully. Stop work notices were posted, but damage already scarred the hillside badly. Storm forecasts darkened, rain bands lining up offshore, ominously. Soil sensors installed by inspectors showed increasing movement after each rainfall. Karen live-streamed complaints, blaming jealous neighbors and government overreach loudly. Engineers reviewed data, warning the slope faced high landslide probability soon. Emergency meetings convened, evacuation plans drafted for downhill properties immediately. Karen refused access initially, citing private property rights angrily. A court order forced compliance, granting authorities full inspection access. Geotechnical reports confirmed catastrophic risk if storms intensified further. Sirens sounded one evening, mandatory evacuation orders issued valley-wide quickly. Karen fled reluctantly, still insisting nothing would actually happen. Rain arrived overnight, relentless sheets pounding the stripped hillside without mercy. Mud flowed downward, stopping short as barriers diverted debris safely. Authorities closed the site, declaring Karen's house condemned due instability. Insurance adjusters canceled coverage immediately after reviewing violations and reports. Mortgage lenders demanded repayment, citing uninsured, uninhabitable collateral status. Karen panicked, lawyers scrambling as costs exploded daily. Courts ordered emergency stabilization, terraces, retaining walls, and reforestation immediately. Heavy equipment reshaped slopes under strict supervision and scientific guidance. The house remained empty, unsafe, perched above reinforced barriers. Media coverage shifted, emphasizing prevention over sensational disaster narratives. Experts explained forests' role anchoring hillsides during storms clearly. Karen's name trended locally, a cautionary tale spreading fast. Fines accrued daily for environmental violations and ignored warnings. HOA board distanced themselves, issuing apologies and policy revisions publicly. Replanting began, thousands of saplings anchoring soil gradually. Monitoring continued through storms, data showing reduced movement over time. Condemnation stayed active, occupancy forbidden until certifications achieved. Karen attempted selling, disclosures scaring buyers instantly away. Liens stacked, restoration bonds required before any transfer approval. Judges denied appeals, citing overwhelming evidence and public safety concerns. Months passed, hillside greening slowly under careful stewardship. Downhill neighbors returned home, relieved by successful mitigation. Karen's house faced demolition unless stability thresholds met. Inspectors remained firm, prioritizing lives over property value. Eventually, demolition was ordered, controlled, and safe. The structure came down piece by piece, no drama. Karen watched from afar, consequences finally undeniable. The land was reshaped, restored, and protected permanently. Conservation easements restricted future clearing forever. Streams below ran clear again after vegetation returned. County archived the case for training and prevention programs. HOA rewrote bylaws, limiting authority strictly. Karen disappeared from meetings, influence completely gone. The hillside stabilized through seasons of rain and sun. Saplings grew taller, roots weaving strength underground quietly. Neighbors slept through storms without fear anymore. Officials closed emergency status after certifications approved. Financial fallout followed Karen for years. Accountability proved stronger than arrogance eventually. No homes were buried because intervention came early. Science and law prevented tragedy together. The forest's return felt like justice earned. My ranch remained untouched, boundaries respected finally. I walked the slope, grateful for caution heeded. Rain whispered through leaves, not roaring mud. Lessons spread county-wide through workshops and policies. Developers learned permits matter before chainsaws start. Engineers gained authority where egos once ruled. Communities trusted warnings after seeing proof. Karen's gamble failed without harming others. Prevention stayed boring, effective, and life-saving. Restoration continued quietly beyond headlines. The hillside stood firm during record storms. Data replaced denial as guiding principle. Authority returned to lawful limits. Nature recovered when respected again. Karen paid financially, not with lives. That difference mattered to everyone watching. Trees grew where stumps once scarred earth. Roots anchored soil, promises kept. Storms tested defenses repeatedly. Defenses held because science led decisions. The valley stayed intact and safe. Fear faded into memory slowly. Accountability became the real ending. HOA power shrank appropriately. Hillside stayed protected afterward. My family slept peacefully again. Cameras recorded rain, nothing else. The land healed patiently. Officials stayed vigilant. Rules stayed enforced. Warnings stayed respected. Karen stayed silent. The forest stayed growing. The slope stayed standing. Safety stayed prioritized. Community stayed united. Records stayed public. Lessons stayed remembered. Prevention stayed possible. Nature stayed balanced. Tragedy stayed avoided. That ending mattered more than spectacle ever could.